Calvin Castine battling the sun here. Should have brought my cap. It's a bright and beautiful Sunday morning, slightly after 11 a.m. We're at the Cannon Corners field. I'm going to call it Cannon's Corners, but the signs all say Cannon Corners for some reason. So we're at the Cannon Corners field here. It's a little northwest of beautiful downtown Morris Forks, and we're here for Sunday League, Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday League playoffs. It's the usual suspects. Richards Trucking, Garceau's Auto Sales against Sample Lumber, DNS Specialties. Bill Forkey delivers the first pitch of the game to Jerry Davison, hits it on the ground. Under the glove of second baseman Rick Garand. And Davison's in with a double. This is first game in the 3-game series. Our tradition is to root for the team that wins the first game so we can get out of here in 2. Here's cousin Jody Barrier up for the Garceau's Richard's team. Tyson Dumas calling the balls and strikes, and out there in the base paths, it's Sudden Sam Lajoie.
There it is, Billy, there it is.
Bill Forkey pitching. His battery mate is Rick Dumas. Labor Day weekend, Sunday. Foul ball. Everybody kind of agreed that the ball hit the batter barrier. So they convinced umpire Dumas that that's what happened. All right, where are we here? It's a little tough with the sun here. And our viewer has a base hit to the right side. Barrier rounds first. Davison will score. And it's a 1-0 ball game here in the early going. Now the batter is Jeff Garceau. There's a strike. 1-1 pitch. Pitch was deep. Here's the next one. High fly ball into the trees in right field. First home run of the series, Jeff Garceau. And after 7 home runs in a game for a particular team, the home runs no longer count as homers. So I'll always try to hit a home run with a man on base or 2. There's Jim Davison now. These guys have faced each other so often in the playoffs that I told them it wasn't really necessary for me to tape this. They could just call me up, tell me who won, and I could pull out the tapes from previous years when that particular team won and show that, and nobody would ever know the difference. Forkey examines the ball, looking for that first out. Forkey checking his defense. Already been one casualty here. The warm-ups, they lost a window out in that building out there. With a softball bouncing off of it.
Let's get one, let's go!
2-2 pitch. It's a line shot. It is caught. I think that's Todd Fountain out there, maybe. There's Todd at third. I don't know. Let's see. Here's Randy Davison. He takes a strike. 1 out. I didn't get the defensive positions. I just got the batting order. Figured I'd figure out who's out there. Temperature about 75 degrees. It's hit sharply up the middle.
All right, let's get one in here if we got it. One out. Shoulder up.
Let's see, Travis Davison
Come on, baby. Good eye, good eye, good eye.
takes a ball. One out, man at first. That's a line shot. That's a base hit.
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
No, it's first and second.
Come on.
I'll bring up Kyle Perrier. A newcomer to the team, I believe. I don't remember him being on the Garceau's Richard's team. Commonly referred to as the Davison team. Off the top of the van. Souvenir dent. You get parked there, you are asking for a dent or two. Best seats in the house right here. But they could get a line drive, although. Some folks right there ready to catch a drive down the left field line. There's Forky's pitch.
Gotta really like it, gotta really like it.
3-1. First and second, one out. Just missed, ball 4. So Perrier walks, loads the bases. And Mike Richard, who had been coaching at first, steps in, hits a base hit into left field. This will score 2, I think. Nope, they're going to hold him up. So it'll be bags full. RBI single for Richard.
Drive it through, be ready.
And gets us to Tyler Davison.
Tagging, guys, tagging.
Forky winds and delivers. Strike.
Be ready up. All right. Back it up and throw the first. We have one.
Bags full, one out.
Good eye.
1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on.
On the ground to second. Guerin picks it up. Safe at first. Safe at first. Guerin to Perrier. And on to Courier, but not quite in time, and a run scored. RBI for Davison. And I'll bring up Dan Davison. Just 10 batters here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just 10 players here for Davison. Nobody on the bench. That's unusual for them. Usually they have a couple players. They are alternating between games. And have at least an extra hitter in the lineup, but just 10 players, so they have 10 batters. Line shot back to Bill Forky, the old Statue of Liberty catch. They strand 2, will add them up, and see, sent up 10. Strand 2, 3 out, sounds like 5 runs as we head for the bottom of the first here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Jerry Davison on the pitching rubber for the samples, for the, there's Todd LaFountain leading off for the Richard's Garceau's team. And Todd LaFountain leading off for Samples Lumber DS Specialties, which is a subsidiary of Sample Lumber. Strike, says Tyson Dumas. 5-0, we're in the bottom of the first. Slow roller's going to go foul. Bright and sunny day in the North Country. And line drive, we're kind of blocked out there. That's they offered to pull down this branch here, but I think that maple is part of the landscape here. I don't want to yank on its branches. Here's Stacy Perrier. Uncle Stacy. Let's say Uncle. There's a base hit. I see Perrier is on. MVP 2 years ago in the playoffs. The guy who was always the most dangerous hitter in the Champlain Valley Baseball League on Sundays is now playing softball on Sundays. Stephen Perrier. And to no one's surprise, he cranks it over the left field fence. And it's a 5-2 ball game. There's a couple of Perriers score. Ken's oldest and youngest here, I think. Ken and Judy's oldest and youngest. Here's Jared Jarvis. Davison set, delivers. Line shot for Jarvis. In the gap. It's on the tennis courts over there, basketball court, so it's a ground rule double. Now Rick Garand. Here's a pitch. Knocked down at first base by Randy Davison. Jarvis will advance to third. There are 2 down. Hard shot. Randy Davison at first base today. That means Big Brother Jim is probably the extra hitter in this first game. They got Kyle Perrier over at the shortstop position. Here's John Courier, or Courier. His father would probably say Courier, although there's no R on the end of that name. Hit to Perrier, over to Davison. He stretches, keeps contact. Sam Lashway right on top of it. So 2 runs, 5-2 after 1. Garceau's Richard's leading samples here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Jerry Davison led off the first. His team scored 5 runs, so he says, hey, that worked last time, let's do it again. I'll lead off again. So their plan is to score 5 every inning. 2-0. Top of the second, 5-2. Garceau's Richards leading samples DNS specialty. Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's hit to right field. We got Jared Jarvis in right. It's a good idea with the Davisons here. So many lefty hitters on the team. Put a real good outfielder like that in right field. Let's see, Jody Barrier, cousin Jody. Pinky's boy. That's what he's known at in our house, Pinky's boy. One of Pinky's boys, along with Lonnie. Justin Sample makes the catch. Makes it interesting, makes the catch. Two down and Jeff Garceau at the plate. Strike. 1-1 pitch. And Garceau, heading for the downs today. It's a solo shot. You're only supposed to homer when you have men on base here, otherwise you're wasting them 7 home runs that you get as a team. That makes it 6-2. Now we got Jim Davison at the plate. Hits it on the ground, knocked down nicely by Courier. Yeah, amazing alacrity for an old fella. Makes the unassisted putout. So Garceau's Richard settles for a run. They lead 6-2. We're heading for the bottom of the second. With that, former Boy Scout Greg Green coaching at first base. Stephen Perrier at third. Rick Dumas is going to step in and lead off the bottom half of the second as Scott LaFountain moves to the on deck. He's actually got Buskey ahead of him. Under the glove in left center. Dumas will coast in at second base and keep going. Heads up, alert, running there by Rick Dumas. And it's a leadoff, him a double, I guess. Him a double and an extra base on the nonchalance out in the outfield. Now Ron Buskey is the batter.
You want poke it.
Normally in the Sunday League throughout the season, the players officiate their own games, but when it gets to the playoffs, they get volunteers like Sam Lajway and Tyson Dumas. Buskey is out. It gets an RBI. It's a 6-3 ball game. And Scott LaFountain steps in. He's a left center fielder. And the pitch from Davison. Strike. There's a line shot. That's a base hit. And LaFountain in at second base. I'll bring up the pitcher, Bill Forkey. Inside. RBI single for Forkey makes it 6-4. Buskey is going to run for Forkey. Here's Justin Sample representing the potential tying run. Pitch from his brother Jerry Davison is short.
Dusty.
2-0 pitch. Randy Davison makes the catch. Buskey stays put. 2 down. Now it's the top of the order in this 6-4 ball game. Todd LaFountain at the plate. I'm often asked, just how far are you from the corners here at Cannon Corners? And according to my odometer today, 15.5 miles from my driveway to the corner.
Ronnie, 2 dead, buddy.
And a pitch to LaFountain. To right field. It's going to drop in. It's going to be in the gap. It's going to be a ground rule double.
Come on, Stacy!
We'll put second and third. Now Stacy Perrier steps up. An important batter here for Jerry Davison with Stephen Perrier on deck. Ball 2, just missing. You can't pitch around him. And his big brother on deck. Strike. As Stacy Perrier hits it all the way to deep right field for the final out. So it's 6-4 after 2 full. We're heading for the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Here's Randy Davison leading off the third with his team up 6-4. Game 1 in the best-of-3 championship round of the Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday League Softball Championships. Bill Forkey delivers. Strike called. 2 balls and a strike. Day before Labor Day, 2008. Line shot finds a hole in the middle of the infield. And lead off a single for RD, Randy Davison. Now here's Travis Davison. There's a base hit.
Careful, man. Careful, careful, clean. Go!
The Samples Lumber DS Specialties got their home field advantage by having the best record in the league this year. Davison's team, the Garceau's Auto Richard Trucking team, had the second best record. And somewhere in that mix, probably in third place overall, was Sam Lajoie's club. We got Kyle Perrier, the batter. And knocked down by Jarvis, and the bags are full. Bags are full here with nobody out in the third. There's Mike Richard. Mike Richard. That was deep for ball one. Strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Forky delivers. That's going to drop in. And Sample will run it in. That's 7-4 now. Tyler Davison, the batter.
Tyler, be ready. Don't let that nice one go. Let's go.
With nobody out, and Dan Davison on deck.
Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Elbow. Fire. Kyle, no out.
On the ground to second, Guerin. Guerin was worried about 2, knocked it down, stuck with it, and fired to first. So an RBI for Tyler Davison. That make it 8-4. Everybody advances a base. And Dan Davison steps up at the top of the order on deck. Championship round in the Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday Softball League. Here's the pitch from Forky. That's popped up. Apparently Rick Dumas was in the way of the runner, and Sam Lajoie is going to talk to Tyson here. And Dumas was not fielding the ball, so fielder cannot. So Sam Lajoie says no interference, out at the plate. Instant replay has not come to the Sunday League yet, and even in the big leagues, it's only wasn't a home run call. Only home run calls are on the videos. There's Jerry Davison, first and second. You could tell by the way Rick Dumas was just trying to blend in with the furniture back there that he had indeed been in the way. I didn't really see it when it happened. I'm just chasing the ball back and forth here, but from Rick Dumas's reaction, I think he looked like he was awfully guilty there. But it's an umpire's judgment call. There's a base hit for Jerry Davison. Richard is rounding third. He will stay put. Stacy Perrier threatens to throw it, but wisely hangs on to it. Good teams don't start throwing the ball around. That's what sometimes leads to big innings for the other club when the teams start throwing the ball around. Here's Jody Barrier at the plate. Bag's full. Jeff Garceau on deck. He's homered twice, so they want to pitch to cousin Jody here. 1-1 pitch. High fly ball. This is going to be trouble. It's a 4-bagger, a grand salami for cousin Jody Barrier. How about that? How about that? A home four-bagger. 4 RBI. Grand salami. Grand slam home run, Jody Barrier. Now, Garceau is homered twice. Steps in. And Weir says he's got it. He does. We're going to add them up here. We sent up a whole lot of batters. Sounds like 9 batters went up. 6 runs. So make it 12-4 as we head for the bottom of the third. Stephen Weir will lead it off in the bottom half of the third. His team down 12-4. Reaches, hits a high fly ball. Looks playable in left center, but it's not a towering fly ball. It's a home run, his second in 2 at-bats. 4-bagger for Stephen Weir. It's now 12-5, and Jared Jarvis, the batter, hits it back to Davison, over to Davison for the out, 1 down. There's Rick Guerin, the second baseman.
Come on, boys, come on!
Popped up.
Run it!
Jim Davison grabs it. 2 down.
Now let's go!
Now John Weir steps in. Whatever happened to all those little Weir girls that used to hang around here at these softball games? I don't see them anymore. How come? They grown up? Wonder whatever became of them, huh? Single for Weir.
Come on now, let's go! Come on, Rick! Pick us up here!
Now Rick Dumas. Ground ball, foul, strike 1. Up the middle, base hit. Weir tentatively is going to second. Ron Buskey hits the opposite way and knocked down by Weir. No throw, no play. Kyle Weir kept it in the infield, but couldn't make a play on it. So it's an infield hit for Buskey. Scott LaFountain is the batter. That's a base hit. That'll score 2. That'll make it 12-7. And pitcher Bill Forkey at the plate. That looks like a 4-bagger from here. Bill Forkey puts 3 more on the scoreboard for Samples. 3 more on the scoreboard. They had 2 outs and nobody on. And they've come up with 5 runs since then, or 6 runs since then, I think. They had the leadoff home run by Stephen Weir. Then they had 2 outs, and they won 2, 3, 4, 5 batters since then. So that's 6 runs this inning. It makes it 12-10. And Justin Sample at the plate for Samples. Right. Both teams have brought their bats today. And it's a 12-11 ball game, just like that. We're going to be reaching that magic 7 home run mark, though, I think, before this is all said and done. And the home runs, I think, are just going to be a single, although it could be a double. I think they're just going to be a single after that 7th home run in the game one particular team. Leadoff man Todd LaFountain keeps the inning alive and the rally going here with a single. 12-11 to score. He represents the potential tying run. And Stacy Perrier is the batter with his brother Stephen, who let off the inning, on deck. So the 11th batter of the inning is at the plate. It's out of here. A 3-run or two-run four-bagger. And Stacy Perrier has put his team in the lead by a run. It's 13-12. And big brother Stephen is about to step in. Stephen Perrier led off the inning with his second home run in 2 trips. That's short. That was Jerry Davison. I'd give him something to hit. Let him get a home run here with nobody on. They're only in the 3rd inning. Let the other team use up their 7 home runs. Called the strike. If it's fair, but it's foul. Jerry Davison says the ball is still usable. If that's fair, there's no doubt about that one, but it is foul. You can't hit it, I think on the snare's got to be fair if he hits it. Ball 3, full count. And the pitch. Ball 4. Perrier will take the walk. He led off the inning with a home run to make it 12-5. Then came 2 outs, and it looked like it was going to be a 1-run inning. Here's Jared Jarvis. And it's been anything but a run inning as Jarvis goes all the way around. And that'll make it 14, I think that 13, 15 to 12. Now Rick Guerin. Strike. 15-12, we're only in the 3rd inning. Two on pitch. Base hit for Guerin, so everybody on this team has gotten a hit this inning for Samples. Now brings up John Corrier. Hey, looks like he's looking for a long one. It's out of here. 2 more. 2 more, but they must be getting close to their maximum. That's the 7th, or that might be the 7th. We'll see. It's bring your baby to the ballpark, but pay attention to the batters here. Do not hold your baby up with the batters swinging away. Rick Dumas at the plate. Hits it on the ground to the left side, knocked down by Davison at 3rd, and Dumas will reach. Rick Dumas at 1st, and Ronnie Buskey the batter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17th batter of the inning. 6 of these guys batting twice. It's no longer a home run in the trees, but it's a long single. There's Scott LaFountain. That's a base hit. Safe at 3rd. Husky hustling into third base. LaFountain in at second. Now Bill Forkey with runners at second and third. That's going to be out of play. Popped up to Davison for the out. And we're going to go to the fourth inning with Samples now leading. All right, near as we can figure, it's 18-12. Jim Davison leading off here in the fourth. Hit to Garand, and we have one down. And we have to thank our newest renewed viewer supporters, Ken and Judy Perrier, renewing their support of viewer-supported hometown cable. Here is Randy Davison. He looks at a strike. Slow roller. Dumas over to Corrier. Just in time, says Sam Lajoie. So good job by Dumas to come out from behind that plate. Get the out. Here is Travis Davison. Pitch from Forkey. High fly ball to center field. It is grabbed for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down. The Garceau's Richards team goes quietly in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the inning with the score 18-12 in favor of Samples. Justin Sample takes ball one to start the bottom half of the fourth. His team up by 6 with Dennis Phillips coaching at first base now. 1-1 to count. Sample gets one of them back. Oh no, adds to the lead. That's a single. Excuse me. Wrong team here. This team has already hit their 7, and they already have the lead. So he gets sage words of advice from and sunflower seeds from Dennis Phillips. What's more valuable, the words of advice or the sunflower seeds? Top of the order now. Here's Todd LaFountain swinging at the first offering. He drops it into right field. Sample will head for third. It's going to be runners at the corners for Samples. Now Stacy Perrier on the ground, booted by Randy Davison. Safe at first, hard shot. We're going to call that an infield hit here for Stacy Perrier. Too hot to handle. But it brings up Stephen Perrier, but it's a 4-bagger. It's only a single. He'll just take his usual swing and see what happens. He's homered twice and walked in 3 trips. First and second. I guess a run is scored here. That's a base hit for Perrier. The fountain stops. Bag's full. Now Jared Jarvis. Pitch from Davison. That's a base hit. That's going to score 2. Stacy Perrier rounds and whoop, and stumbles and I don't know if he twisted something or he crawls to the plate. He's going to have to be helped up here. Hopefully he'll be back in the game. That's what fatherhood will do for you, I guess. Looks like he had a little dirt in his eyes. Fortunately, they found a bottle of water here. Everything else here in the grounds is beer, but they found one bottle of water, and they're washing out Stacy Perrier's eyes. He picked up a lot of dust, sliding and then going face down into that pile of sand around the home plate. Now Rick Guerin. Yeah, first and second. That's a base hit. Foul ball. Foul ball. 1-1 pitch. This will be caught in right field. Jarvis will stay put. Stephen Perrier does not advance. Perrier tried to draw the throw to get Jarvis over to second. Jarvis didn't go. That might be one out. Here's John Corrier. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Corrier pops it up. And between her, it's a base hit. Steve Perrier will coast in. RBI single. Line drive in the scorebook for John Corrier. Now bring up Rick Dumas. The 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Dumas walks on 4 pitches to load the bases. Ron Buskey, the batter, with just 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth. And a pitch from Davison. That's going to be a lot of trouble. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time. Jerry Davison did all that he could do. There's a line drive in the scorebook for Buskey. A run's a run. Doesn't have to look pretty. Here's Scott LaFountain. Pops it up. Out of play. Out of play. That's a line drive. That's out of here. That's a long single for Scott LaFountain. That'll bring up Bill Forkey. We spend a lot of time here waiting for balls to come back in. Forkey hits a long one into the trees. Once again, after the 7th home run in a game by a team, all the other balls that would have been home runs are just long singles. Well, Justin Sample. One pitch. Still just 1 out, I believe. And another ball in the trees, another long single, Justin Sample. All right, following another long wait, here's Todd LaFountain, top of the order. He is the 13th batter of the inning, as Sample's Lumber DS Specialties is batted around again here in the 4th. Hit to Garceau, goes to second, throw to first. No, not in time. A close one. Close one. LaFountain beats it out. Another run crosses. Runners at the corners for Stacy Perrier. He managed to get all the sand out of his eyes. Three and 0 the count. Walk would load the bases. Ball 4. Perrier walks. Loads them up. Strike to Stephen Perrier. Is there still just 1 out, or is it 2 now? Longest single in the history of softball. That landed on Route 11, which is about 4 miles away. Now Jared Jarvis hits one deep and in the trees. Now Rick Garand. Garand is the 17th batter, I think, after giving it great thought that there were 2 outs. So it would sound like 11 runs in thus far. And that's going to be in the trees. And another long single and another long wait for the next pitch for us at the ball game. Now here's John Corrier. Through the left side, that's a base hit. That's going to score 2 here. We're going to have a 2 RBI hit. How's about that? Now Rick Dumas at the plate. Straightaway center. It is caught. It is caught, and we're going to go. We're going to go to the 5th inning finally. It is 32-12, a 20-run lead for Samples, and Kyle Perrier is going to lead off the 5th inning. No mercy rule, so it could be a 50-run lead, and we'll keep playing. Strike. Back-to-back 14-run innings for Samples. 1 down. The Garceau's Reshores team was scoreless in the top of the 4th. And they have 1 out here, Mike Richard at the plate. How to play. Right through the windshield. How about that? Right through the windshield.
That's a nasty little thing.
That looks like it's right through it. Three and 1, 3 balls, 1 window. 2 down. Now what we got here? Tyler Davison. Strike 1.
Come on, Bill.
Knocked down by Garand. Pulled his foot, says Sam Lajway. Davison will reach. And Dan Davison is at the plate. I don't know if these guys are down there to check out the window. Two and out. That's a base hit for Dan Davison. In the gap, the ground rule double. With a big band-aid right over the middle there. Jerry Davison at the plate.
Come on, Bill. Johnny, come on.
Two.
Let's get out. Oh!
Grounder back to Forky. Nothing across. They strand two. Going to the bottom of the fifth. 32-12 the score.
Let's go.
Red Green hits the first pitch in the bottom of the fifth to Davison at third. One down. Green batting for Buskey. Now Scott LaFountain. Hey, he lines a single into left field. Now Bill Forky. Bottom of the fifth, game one in a best of three series, 32-12 the score. Hit up the middle, base hit. Forky will reach. And a fountain comes all the way around as the ball's misplayed in center field. That'll make it 33-12, and Justin Sample the batter. Green running for Forky at first. Two and 0 pitch. In the trees, a long single for Justin Sample. Todd LaFountain is going to drop a base hit into right field. That'll be first and third. Safe at the plate. With a big lead, Green was going to stop at third, but Justin Sample said, I'll have none of that. So he forced him to try to score. Here's Stacy Perrier. It's popped up. Now the 1-2 pitch.
Steve! Aggie! Score!
Two down. Safe at second, and Sample scores. Strike one to Stephen Perrier. Sacrifice fly there. Perrier. Not quite sure if that hit off the building across the road over there, or it's a long single, first and third. Another towering drive from Stephen Perrier. Jared Jarvis follows it with an RBI single. Ninth batter of the inning, line drive from Rick Guerin. Safe at first. Knocked down by Davison, that's all he could do. Rick Guerin is on at first in a cloud of dust. 10th batter of the inning is John Corrier. Wake up over there. They were relaxing over there. We saw them. They were relaxing. Wake up message to them. It's going to be caught by Jody Barrier for the out, so they left him loaded. We'll figure it out and go to the sixth. 36-12 is the score, and we're starting the 6th inning with Jody Barrier at the plate. Forkey delivers. There's a 3-0 pitch. And a 3-1 delivery. Sample over. Long foul ball for Cousin Jody. Ball 4. Barrier draws a free pass to start the 6th. The Garceau's Richards team still got home runs left, so Jeff Garrow's hit a couple of them. So the first double play. Double play. Courier to Perrier to, was it Forkey covering? Nice play. So that's 2 down, and Jim Davison the batter. 75. Fortunately, it's not muggy. It sure feels like it's about 83.5 right now. I'm guessing 83.5 rather than the forecasted 75 degrees. Fortunately, not a lot of humidity though. Stephen Perrier grabs it. Turns out to be a 3-up, 3-down inning. Another scoreless inning, 3 in a row for the Davison team. That's Garceau's Richards. And it remains 36-12 as we head for the bottom of the 6th. Up for what I hope will be the last time in this ball game. Rick Dumas will lead off the 6th inning, and his team up by 22 runs. Mike Richard is pitching. Strike 1. Wind is blowing, and all of a sudden all the orange leaves are falling, just reminding us what's on the horizon here. The orange and yellow leaves are coming out of the tree, out of the maple behind the home plate. Letting us know that no matter how nice it is today, autumn is only 3 weeks away. Here's a leadoff single for Dumas here in the 6th. Now bring up Greg Green. He hits a high fly ball. Plop, caught in left field. A heck of a nice catch. That's probably Dan Davison left. 1 down. Now Scott LaFountain. Three-0 pitch. That was ball 4. So runners at first and second with 1 out, and Bill Forkey the batter. Popped up. That's deep. It is over the fence. It is a long single to load the bases for Bill Forkey. There's a strike. Looks like our color left us here for a while here. We'll have to find a way to get that back here. There we go. Out of play. Full count. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Little sample walks. You get a run batted in as the bases for full. Todd LaFountain, top of the order. Two and 0. And 3-1 pitch. A fountain walk, so another run will score. Here's Stacy Perrier.
20. 30.
Mike Reshore says they can't hit me. Ball 4. Another run. Another walk. Jim Davison's going to come in to pitch. And he's going to face Stephen Perrier. This looks playable. This will be a sacrifice fly, barrier over. No. It should count as a sacrifice, but an error on barrier. Now Jared Jarvis, another run scores, bags full. We're thinking just one out. Nice comfortable breeze coming at the moment. That feels awfully good on this warm day. 1-1 pitch. That's a base hit. 2 runs will score. There's Rick Garand. Hits it to Randy Davison. Safe at first. Good job of getting back there by Randy Davison. Almost turned to 2 of them. 2 outs. Let's see, John Courier. He's the 11th batter of the inning. 1 on. So that sounds like 7 runs. Not that they needed them. That'd make it 43-12. That's a base hit. Rick Dumas. In right field, it's caught. We'll settle for 7. And it's going to be 43-12 as we go to the 7th. Game 1 in the best of 3. Here is Randy Davison at the plate. Hit to straightaway center, 1 down. There'll be no more balls flying through the window at that, and that car out there. I wonder if he's insured through the Champlain Federal Credit Union, or financed through the Champlain Federal Credit Union. We heard it was, might be, whose car it might be. Here's Davison, Travis Davison flies out into the trees, 2 down. We heard whose car it might be, and makes us wonder if they're financed through the Champlain Federal Credit Union. You might turn it back. Tell them it's your problem now. Actually, most insurances cover windshields now. Kyle Perrier pops up to end the game. 4 scoreless innings in a row for the Garceau's Richard's team. 43-12 is the final, according to my scribbling here. Samples Lumber DS Specialties takes game 1, and that's the way it was. In beautiful downtown Cannon Corners on this 30th day of August 2008. Thanks for watching, and for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable, win, lose, or draw TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.